Hi everyone, welcome back to Paper Craft Possibilities. This is Susan. I want to take a minute before I jump into our scrapbook page for today and thank you all. You have been so kind, encouraging, thoughtful. Appreciate the prayers that you've left on my last video. It means the world to me. And to all the other makers that are out there, they've also been commenting and appreciate all of your support. People have asked about a link to order products through my channel. That'll be linked below. And just to clarify what's going on in regards to ordering through makers and ordering directly through the company, we will get credit for orders until April 30th. And then after that, the company will remain open until June 30th. But the orders received May through June will not be credited to the makers. So there you go. If you have any questions, let me know. The cardstock sale did start today and that's going gangbusters. So if you want any cardstock, I would greatly suggest that you go and order that. I myself said, you know, I'm not going to order anymore. Guess what I did last night? I ordered a bunch more. So I just can't stand the thought of being without close to my heart's cardstock. So I've got a big one, big order coming. So anyways, there you go. So let me roll the intro and we'll get started on today's page. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. Or not bye-bye. You know, here comes the video. Here comes the intro. Here we go. Welcome back to the studio. Today we're going to do a simple page. Pictures are so-so, but I wanted to encourage you to use pictures you have, even if they're not the perfect picture, because they tell a story, and a story that needs to go in our memory books forever. So don't get stuck on having the perfect picture. This is a day that my daughter and I had, I believe it was 2002. And we were traveling up north and we stopped at the Jelly Belly factory. What a fun tour. Back when we did it, it was led by a tour guide, which was really fun. He was very, let me see if I can grab this other picture. I'm not going to put this in, but he was just fun. I mean, look at that smile. Now, I understand it's a self-guided tour, but I would still encourage it. I am going today to be using a lot of scraps. So here are some bits and pieces. Obviously primary colors. This paper is from one of the mix-ins from this last July-August catalog. So I don't think that's available anymore. The polka dot is from another company. It's not close to my heart. But anyways, that was in my stash, so I'm going to use that. I've gone ahead and lined my photos in black. I just wanted to see them pop off of these bright colors. I'm going to be working on the Versamat here. And as you know, close to my heart will be closing. So this is one of those things that I wouldn't want to be without in my craft room. So if you haven't, please pick up. I like to have 2 of these in my craft room to work on. So there we go on that. And let's see, I'm going to bring in my papers that I'm working with. I've got this one here, and I've got a little bit of sticky on my Versamat, which I always do just to kind of hold this in place while I'm working. And then when I'm done, I just kind of rub it off on the bottom. Here is another paper, and this isn't close to my heart. Again, this is from my stash. I'm just using up what I have. And I think I want to put this down here. Let me tell you what this is first. This is a 6-inch piece, a 6 by 12. And I'm putting it at about the 4.5-inch mark here. So make sure that that is straight for us, which is why I love the Versamats. can line that right up. Let me get my tape out. So I hope you are all doing well out there. For the other makers with close to my heart like myself, my heart just hurts for you, but you know, and I know you're out there getting answers and what you're gonna do, but it just, my heart hurts for you. So this is scooting a little. I might have to put some more tape down there. So we're coming up to 4.5. We're at 4.5 over here. We're good there. Just want to make sure that that kind of holds down there. And I think what I want to do is put, I would normally, let's see if I can, I want to keep this picture, this is my daughter facing in, and these are stacks here, I don't know if you can see that in the picture, of Jelly Bellies, different flavors, and all of those different trays. It's pretty incredible. It's a fun tour if you're ever in the area. It's good for adults and children. What I'm wanting to do is, I think, do that. I think that's it. I want the Jelly Belly guy out front there. And then I went ahead and I've cut a banner out of the digital collections that we have. So they're ready for your, they're SVG files, so they're ready for your Cricut machines. So what I've gone ahead and done is I've cut the banners out. I made this the size that I wanted. And then the banners come out. I went ahead and lined them on my own with the black. If not, they just come out as you see the pieces here, but you can size them to anything that you want. So I think, let's see. I think I'm going to bring in some dots in the center, some of our sticky enamel dots. See how that looks. I think that's good. So the other thing, let's talk about this real quick, is to use up scraps. I went ahead and cut some of these on my Cricut out of the scraps, but if you have a punch for a circle or a scalloped edge, then you could certainly use that. What's nice is our cardstock with Close to My Heart has a white core. So you can do things like this and get texture. And let me show you how I've done that. I have a, this is kind of like a paper distresser, I would call that, just to kind of rough up the edges. You can also do this with your scissors by taking your scissors and just kind of going like this. I particularly like this tool. It's easy for those of us who have arthritis. And you take it, and there's like little thumb indents here, and you take it, and I just kind of rough it up like this. And again, a great thing to do with all your scraps. Use those up, make use of it, save some money. This is only like, I want to say maybe $5. I'll find a link for it and put it down below for you if I haven't already. So let me finish with this circle. And then, because you've kind of been molding this as you go around, because your hands are warm, you kind of can manipulate the paper a little bit better. And so what I've done on these is I've come around, put this closer to the camera, and just bent up the edges. And then you come in like that. So I think I'm gonna put some of these down in here. I think I have another one here I wanna use. And I'm just trying to bring in those bright colors. And then you'll notice, hopefully I can get that to the camera, I've made some pencil marks down in here. I went ahead and I cut out a title out of my Cricut, and I layered up my pieces to make the letters a little bit thicker. And because of that, they're never, this is one of the jelly beans. They're never quite perfect to go back in that hole. So what I've just done is I've lined this up to help me make the placement of these items, good. And then if there's any pencil lines left, I will go back and erase those. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get the pictures down. I'm going to get these banners down, and I'll come back to you. So let me get those glued down and we'll be back. So I've got everything pretty much glued down. I used my runner tape on these, and I used my glue up on these. The thing I'm disappointed with, and I'll be frank with you, is that I thought these were spaced out evenly when I went to go put them down. I even drew a mark. Not sure what happened. But again, because I'm not perfect, and I'm just going to go ahead and leave it the way it is. I'm going to put some dots in between here. You'll see those in the still shots at the end. And we'll just call it happy. So you'll see that in the still shots. Down here, I've gone ahead and, like I said, I kind of use this as my template. Whoops, let's do this. Yeah, it was the right way. I kept this. This is the where I cut this from on my Cricut machine. And I found this artwork, I'm not sure if I mentioned it or not, in the Cricut program that I believe there's a monthly service to belong to it. And this would be under that. So I cut that out. I cut it out 3 times. I layered up things 3 deep so I could have some dimension on this. Then what I did is I went in with a pencil like this and just lightly marked it so I would know where things went. Because I had laid it up 3 deep, they're not always going to be perfect in these holes, and I've tried that before. And when you're gluing it down, it'll get stuck in there, and then you've got a really big problem. So I've learned just to do this, and it's worked out fine. I still have some glue in here that's drying. I have to clean that up a little maybe. So, and one thing I wanted to show you before I left this part is if you've never seen these tools, this has like a little bit of a rubber end on it. I call it my picker-upper tool. I'm sure there's a better name for it. Let's see, a jewel picker. So people who make jewelry would use these a lot. But when you're dealing with little tiny things like this and we need to keep your fingers out of the way, I use this, and let me show you why. Put a little bit of glue down there, and I actually probably have more than I need. So let me pick up some of that. Liquid glue is definitely the way to go on these. So hopefully you can see this. I'm picking this up with my jewel picker, or as I call it, my picker-upper. And it just makes things easier. And because of that waxy end, small things will stick to it. So if you're dealing with jewels or really tiny things, even like these bows, you can go through and pick it up with this. So I will link that below. They're very inexpensive, but a good tool to have in your arsenal, as I like to call it. Now let's come through and work with some of these flower bits, and I want to kind of lay them where I want them. What I'm going to do down here, I believe, is I'm going to get my label paper out, which I highly recommend. I talked about that last week, I believe, in my videos. I'm going to just come down here and put the date, the city, so we know where this is for future reference. And I'll put that all down here. So I'm going to just do an uneven number here, which is what you normally want to do when you're decorating. So let me go ahead and level some of these up here, or glue them up. So all of these will have 3 layers, and there's no rhyme or reason to them. I just kind of picked my scraps, and there you go. I just kind of picked the colors, the primary colors that went with this page. So I'm going to let that set up for a minute, then we'll come over and do these. Again, I believe I mentioned in the beginning of the video that there's a huge cardstock sale that starts today at Close to My Heart. And because we are closing, they will, not be doing this again. And their cardstock is unbelievable. So I would encourage you guys to use that link down below. And until April 30th, us makers will get credit for the orders that come through on our links down below. After April 30th, we will no longer get credit for sales, but they will remain open until June 30th, I'm sure, just to sell off whatever they have in the warehouse, because they're not selling to another company. They are just going to be getting rid of stock at that point. But I would bet there will be no cardstock left. Okay, so I think we've got all of these kind of connected. So let's come in and make them permanent now on the bottom. And you only want to glue right in the circle there like this, so the edges will kind of pop up. When they're in your sheet protector, obviously they're going to go down a little, but if you keep them up, that look will always remain under your sheet protector. I think what I want to do is, let me get one of my blocks out and just sit on this. It's not going to do it. Let's see. I guess we'll hold that for a minute. So we've got all these glued, so let's come into this. I use the Barely Art liquid glue. I love it. That is linked down below in my supplies. I know that. I use that all the time. I do take it out of the bottle and put in these tiny bottles because I feel they're just easier for me to handle. Okay, let me hold this one down for a minute. And I'll put some glue on this one. Let's see. And I think that's going to do it for this page. So I'll get my journaling on here, or, a title down here, and I'll get these pictures posted. And I want to thank you again for joining me and for all the love that you've given to me and to the other makers since the break.